Hi everyone, this is Bill. Today I want to talk to you about ways that you can communicate with your parents in terms of assignments from inside Classroom. Now, we know that parents don't have access to Classroom inside of our system, and that's for a lot of reasons, mostly student privacy. Right now, though, that's not going to change, and Google doesn't have any plans to change and give parents access. So until then, or until that's all figured out, what we're going to do is kind of do a workaround. So let me show you some different ways that you can go about doing that. So I'm in Google Classroom right now, and I have all of my classes listed. And so I'm going to scroll down, and I have one that I have actually called Zumba. So when I go into my Zumba class and I do a post, create an assignment, or just do a post, or whatever that might be, I'm just going to call this test assignment and give any instructions, do this now. Tomorrow I want to make it due at, or I'm going to make it due tomorrow, and I'm just going to say that it's due at noon. You can make this, however that works for you, but if you're unfamiliar, one of the things that happens whenever you create a class inside of Classroom, it automatically creates a calendar inside of Classroom, but also in your Google Calendar. So when I go and assign this, it's going to send it out to the students that are in my class, and then in the hamburger, the three lines that are in the upper left-hand corner beside the title of my class, I'm going to see a drop-down that says Calendar. Now this is the calendar view, and you can see that right up here I have my test assignment. Okay, it shows what time it's due and all that stuff. But if I switch over to my Google Calendar inside of my parkwayschools.net account, I'm going to find that automatically, that first of all, it is in my calendar list. There is my Zumba list, or my Zumba class, and that's going to show up in my calendar. Now if I open this up, it doesn't give me the details, it doesn't give me all that stuff, but ultimately parents would be able to see what assignments are coming up. So first of all, I've created my class, I've created my assignment, and it's showing up in my Google Calendar. Okay. Incidentally, the easiest way to find that calendar, first of all, is just go to calendar.google.com when you're signed up with or signed in with your parkwayschools.net account. Or you can always click on, if you're on a Google site, a Google tool site, you got this little grid in the upper right-hand corner, and you can always click on there and you will find the calendar icon. Okay? So now I have this calendar. What I need to do is I need to share this calendar and basically make it public. I want to publish that so I can then put it onto my Google site. So what I can do, and incidentally, just so you know, a calendar is made for each kid once they are in your Google Classroom class. So any students that I have in my class are now going to have a Zumba calendar. So I'm going to go in here, find my calendar on the left-hand side, and click on this. When I roll over it, there's this little arrow. I'm going to click on that, and one of the options that I have is to share this calendar. So when I go and share this calendar, I've got a couple different options. Right here, where it says share this calendar with others, that's what I need to do first. That's the first check mark you need to do. Then the other one you need to do is click make this calendar public. And what this does is it makes it public so parents can see it. Otherwise, if you don't make it public, only kids that are inside or people inside of Parkway with the parkwayschools.net login will be able to see that. So in this case, I'm going to click make this calendar public, click on save, and then I go back into my settings so that I can get the URL to go and embed that into my Edline page. Okay, so under calendar settings now, I'm going to click on that little arrow again, go to calendar settings, and if I scroll down and find the place that it says embed this calendar, I can copy all of this code that's right here. Just copy it, and you're going to take that and be able to put it inside the HTML of your Edline page. Okay, so once again, this is going to be under, click on the arrow beside Zumba, click on calendar settings, go and find that URL, that web address, and then copy that. Now when I go to my Parkway website inside Innovation, first of all, I always have to sign in. And as soon as I'm signed in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and create a brand new page just to show you how this works. For me, I'm just going to click on my little boxes up here, click on List View, and in here, I'm going to create, right up here, I'm going to add a new document. And once I add a new document, I'm just going to call this my calendar test. And then right down here, where it asks what I'm going to do, I'm going to enter text by hand. Now you can fill out whatever you want, but I'm going to enter text by hand, click on the HTML button right here, and just paste all of that in there. Okay, so I'm just taking the URL, pasting that in, click update, and you're going to see now my calendar shows up. Now there are different settings and stuff that you can do with the calendar. When I scroll down though and I hit save and return, what that's going to do is, first of all, it makes a new page called Calendar Test. Click on Calendar Test, and here is that calendar. Now there's my assignment, shows that for my Zumba class, that assignment is due on this date. So that's one of those ways that you can go about sharing what is coming up, upcoming assignments or whatever inside of your page, since parents don't have access. The other thing that kids can do, and I wouldn't do this for you, but the other thing that kids can do is, because it creates a calendar inside of their account, what they can do is they can go and share this calendar. So again, go into the settings and share this calendar, and they can add their parents right here and give them the opportunity to see all the events. So if you put in a parent email address, now you have a Google account and they have to access that through Google Calendar. So if that makes sense for that kid, absolutely. They go in and they put in a Gmail account, click add person, and right now you can see that it's shared with me there. So there's lots of different ways to do this, but the bottom line is this is probably the easiest way to go ahead and share out information and calendar assignments that are coming up from a Google Classroom. So I hope that helps you better communicate with your parents as to what's coming up for them in the future. Thanks a lot.